That's delicious. Thanks for joining us again here on What's Good with Joanna Michelle. We're here at Coffee at the Point, and we're going to take you inside to meet the owner and founder. We're here with Ryan Cobbins, owner and founder of Coffee at the Point here in the heart of Five Points, where actually Carlos and I grew up. I know that you just celebrated a 10-year anniversary recently of being here in this area. And also you were featured on KUVO, Channel 7 News, and 9 News. So I did a little bit of homework. But tell us a little bit, Ryan, about your concept here.
Yeah, so, and thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys doing this as well. So we are sitting in Coffee at the Point. We're a little over 3,000 square foot coffee and wine lounge in the heart of Five Points. Of course, Five Points gets its name from this intersection that sits right out front of the shop. And so I think we kind of tout ourselves as being that anchor in this neighborhood, and creating a space for people to come, and we call it to get stuff done. And so it's been pretty fun. We are into our past our 10th year anniversary and looking forward to getting through this year.
Yeah. And I know, you and I kind of have been communicating via email back and forth, but our show is trying to promote our local businesses and entrepreneurs in lieu of what's going on with the pandemic, and just helping the community understand what measures are being taken for their safety and what protocols you're following in order to keep your doors open. So can you tell us a little bit about how your business flow has changed and what protocols you have to follow?
Yeah, absolutely. And things due to COVID have dropped dramatically for us. And the one positive piece I think that's come out of this whole era are two things. A, when the Black Lives Matter protests were happening, we had a bump in traffic, right? We had people that were taking a vested interest in checking out Black-owned businesses. And one of the things that exists, being a Black person or even a brown person owning a business, is the stereotype that people have on those types of businesses. And so the positive piece of that was letting folks know that there's some great quality minority-owned businesses that exist. And I mean, we are fortunate enough to be one of those businesses. And then the other piece is, due to COVID, we had a lot of people wanting to support local businesses as well. And so we are as local as you can possibly get it. I mean, this is the only Coffee at the Point. I live a few blocks away, which truly makes this an independent and locally owned, shop. In terms of some of the things that we're doing to keep people safe, and we call it being COVID careful. It's been easy for us because we've been doing them since day one. I am a clean freak, and so I like things nice, neat, organized. I like things to match, and so to pivot and be extra clean. Well, COVID was just the excuse to help me illustrate to our staff what we needed to do, of which we've been doing since day one. And so between our staff taking regular rotations in our lobby area to wipe things down, to wearing masks, to wearing gloves as well, to making sure that we thoroughly clean things and sanitize things and have sanitizer out in specific areas. And I mean, like I said, a lot of these things we've been doing since day one. I mean, we've even gone to the lengths of having mints at our condiment station, for the purpose of when you're talking to somebody and you got that coffee breath, right? To refreshen yourself up. And
it's
so
a real thing.
So keeping things clean, organized, making sure we take that vested interest in people is kind of what we've been doing.
Yeah, and so that's awesome. Thank you for doing that. And we love that you're here down and now I will always call it Five Points. I know some folks are like, Ryan, all this or whatever, but it's a historical part of Denver, and we do have some great street art down here too. Some of our greatest musicians came from this area as well, and I know you have some photography and other art up on the walls as well, so you do have a community component here also that's supporting the local arts and some of our local artists.
We do, and that's been another fun piece, is that it used to be COVID, things have stretched out, but it used to be about every 8 weeks or so we would transition our artwork in to support other local artists, and there's a lot of creatives and artists in our neighborhood.
And we actually featured recently Thomas Detour Evans, who's done one of the Denver Legends murals over here on the Five Points promenade
Yep.
walls, and many other pieces. Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, John Lewis, and some of our Colorado greats too
Yep.
are on that Denver Legends mural. So I just love coming down here and telling everyone about all the businesses that are down here that we can all support. One of the things that I'm looking forward to as soon as, some of the protocols lift is being able to come back here and have our meetings, because I know that this has really become like a gathering place. And
Yep.
that's a part of what was kind of disheartening about the pandemic, because now we can't gather. But I'm glad that you were able to keep your doors open through all of this time. What is something that you would want to say to the community in terms of what you offer to them? So like what's on your menu? And
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, between great coffee and espresso drinks, loose leaf teas, we have gourmet sandwiches that we make to order. We have fresh pastries that we get in regularly throughout the week. Burritos, gelato, so Italian ice cream, soups. But more importantly, our dining space is open. We're open at 25% capacity, which I think it's great. There's still folks, and I believe folks coming through solving not just local challenges, but global challenges as well. And so we want folks to come out of their house just a little bit to be safe, but to make sure that they know that we're still providing that space that they've been asking for to get stuff done.
Yeah, so come down and check out Coffee at the Point if you haven't been here already. I actually shared one of your posts on your Facebook page, and a lot of my friends were like, "Oh, are you going to feature Coffee at the Point on your show? Because we love that place." And yes, great food options. You also have craft beers on your menu.
Yep, craft beer and wine.
Yes, to go along with your offerings on your menu. Definitely come down and support Coffee at the Point, another locally owned business. Thanks for tuning in to What's Good with Joanna Michelle, where we focus on supporting our local businesses, entrepreneurs, and artists. And Ryan, thank you so much for taking the time out to be with us. We'll be sure to keep posting to help support your business.
Yeah, same here.
Like you in a studio. What's up, y'all?
Hey guys, you might have noticed that we changed a little bit of the formatting on our videos, and you might see a little bit more of this guy involved in some of the interviews, rather than just behind the scenes.
I am kind of charismatic.
Charismatic, he says. So yeah, stay tuned. What we're gonna do is scale back a little bit and feature one business or entrepreneur / artist per episode, and that'll shorten the length of our videos a little bit to help with that. Well, but we really do appreciate all the support we've been getting so far, so thank you so much. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's free to subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned, comment, like, all those things help support our small YouTube channel. So thanks again for tuning in to What's Good with Joanna Michelle. Subscribe, ding the bell if you want notifications for new episodes that we upload. And stay tuned for more local businesses, entrepreneurs, and artists here in Colorado.